Namaste, my friends. I hope everyone is at home and grounded, staying healthy and positive in these tumultuous times. I am going to start putting up some at-home videos just so I can stay in contact with some of my students and have some things that I'd like to share that are helping me stay healthy at home. I'm going to introduce a little neti pot process. A lot of you already know how to do this. This is awesome for allergies. I just came home on my flight a couple days ago and I'm just very self-conscious, right? Excuse me, that I don't want to be touching my nose. Yet it's also really great to clear out the nasal passages just to keep things clear. Not necessarily going to help with like the coronavirus per se, but it just helps with everything in general for your nasal passages to stay open and clear. Without like picking your nose. But again, this is awesome for people with allergies. So this is a neti pot. You can get them online. Mine is ceramic. I also have a plastic one that I travel with, but I love the ceramic one. I'm going to be using Himalayan Institute salt. And this is non-iodized salt. My packaging's a little tired because I've had this a long time. It has like 200 scoops of salt in it, so that's a lot of neti pots. It is non-iodized salt. It's a very special salt that you do want to get. A great recommendation is using the Himalayan Institute. Then I also add in to my neti pot experience with something called Neti Wash Plus. Can you see that? Neti Wash Plus. It looks like I'm getting a glare. But it's a neti pot boost. Basically, it has some soothing and moisturizing elements to it. It has in some different barks. It has in golden seal root, barberry root, peppermint oil, trace amount of peppermint. It doesn't burn. Eucalyptus oil, menthol, grapefruit seed extract, which is awesome for keeping your body strong. My friends and I used grapefruit seed extract in our water. Doesn't taste so great to me, but even 10 drops a day in water can be awesome. I used that when I traveled in India also. And I've stayed pretty healthy on my travels, I have to say. This is gluten-free, just for anyone that pertains to, like me. Then I'm also using from Banyan Botanicals, another great brand to know. Banyan does a lot of Ayurveda. So again, I apologize if you can't see this so clearly, but it's nausea oil. So what this does is it makes the water that I'm going to put in here and the salt mixture like soothing. The nausea oil has mostly sesame oil, which is really good for coating the nose and the inner nostrils. This is usually done by tilting your head back and just putting 3 to 5 drops in each side, but I put it in with my neti pot. I'm just looking. It is all organic. It has sesame oil, olive oil, something called Brahmi. It's an Ayurvedic herb, skullcap, and again, a trace amount of eucalyptus. Okay, so I'm going to put this together. So I'm first going to put in, the salt comes with a tiny spoon, and this is a 1/4 teaspoon. So I'm going to put this, and there's other products, by the way, if you look online for neti pot salts. Some of them don't come in this little package, some come in like a plastic package. So I'm going to put that in first. Right, and I just tap it out. Now this is plastic, right? So I'm not going to use this to stir, okay? Then, it's quite a process. I'm using distilled water. I live in California, Mill Valley, and unfortunately there's a lot of chlorine in my water, amongst other things, that I really don't want through my nose. So I do buy distilled water. It's really clean. I heat it up. It's just on low, and I kind of feel with my finger, right, if it's ready. I can always cool it down. So I just heat it up in a pan. Heat it up in a pan, 'cause I'm a woman. Just kidding. So that's that. I can tell it's a little hot to touch. So then I'm going to cool it down with a little bit of my other distilled water. Just want to feel with your finger the right temperature. Okay. So I have it pretty full. You know, sometimes it leaks a little bit, but that's pretty full. Then I use a metal spoon to mix in the salt. I wouldn't do more than the 1/4 teaspoon. I've done that and it kind of can burn. And I've also used tap water and it burns. It's like chlorine up your nostrils. So I don't recommend it. All right. Nausea oil. I'm going to put in a whole dropper full. About 3/4 of a dropper. Okay. I squeeze that in. Give it another stir. And then same thing, I shake this one because it has some oils in it and different things. It's very subtle. You can barely even smell it. And then again, I'll scoop up a good, as full as I can, dropper full. This one I have been using. I need to get some more. Or you could always do like 2 halves if that's easier. Okay. One more time, I mix it up. Okay, now here comes the fun part. I remember the first person I saw Neti pot was my dear friend and Ashtanga teacher, Clayton Horton. Bless your heart, Clayton, because he gave us a demo during our yoga training. And I was really amazed because I had never seen this before. And I wish I did because I suffered with allergies like throughout my whole childhood. Anyway, oh, my power just went out. Okay, so here's my Neti. It's kind of a bit of a personal share. I'm going to put it into my left nostril and I'm going to tilt my head. Okay, watch. I'm going to go in and tilt and wait till it comes out the other side. I'm breathing. I'm just going to let that go. Don't push it out of your nostrils. Like, don't push out. Just let it kind of drain out. Yeah, as I do this, my power just went out. So I'm glad I got my water heated because I have an electric stove. Okay, so then into the right nostril, and I'm going to let it stream out the left. I breathe through my mouth. Just let it drain out naturally. That was pretty much my whole neti pot. Okay. Then again, I don't want to force it out. I want to let that stay in there and do its little magic. Okay. But you'll need some tissues on hand because your nose will start to leak out. Awesome to do again, like I said, after flights or for allergies and during this kind of wacky window of unknowns. I'm Mirabai of Mirabai Yoga. Thanks for receiving my neti pot download. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste.